Hey Soul Fam, this is Lisa Issa with Charmed Lithomancy. Just wanted to give you a heads up that I had just a tiny bit of technical difficulties, so please bear with me as I work everything out. So without further ado, let's get to it. Hey Cancer, your center stone card is the Moon.
And Cancer, that's kind of interesting because Cancer is ruled by the Moon. So what I'm about to say, what I'm about to share with you about the attributes of the Moon, I promise you probably moon go moon go moon go to moon go to share moon go to share moon go to share the energy of the moon. I always like to look at the sun moon analogy. So the sun is very masculine energy, it's external, it is like the divine masculine, it is the king. It is also how I see it as the home builder. So yes, that's a little old school in the way of looking at that. That is the sun being masculine and being the home builder, because we know women are home builders as well. But when I look at the moon, it's like the other side of that, and that is the moon is feminine, it's internal, it's introspective, it is like that divine feminine energy. She is the queen and she is the homemaker. So the moon is about all things internal, just how, back in the 50s, the once you crossed over the threshold of the house, that was like the woman's domain. And, she was in charge of how things ran inside the house, how comfortable it was, how the curtains look, or the drapes, all of that, what carpet or hardwood floors, all of that. That was her domain. So the moon talks about our inner world and things that are, internal, introspective. So your first card is the telephone. And the telephone is in the upright position, thank goodness, because that says that communication is good. So communication is good. Then you have the butterfly. And the butterfly does speak about transformation. Most people see it as transformation. And I see it as transformation too. However, I also see the butterfly, I feel it as it's transformation after a very long, hard struggle, after a hard fight, because the butterfly doesn't come onto the planet, a butterfly. There's stages, and there are at least three. There's the caterpillar, the chrysalis, and the butterfly. So it is a process, that transformation. And on the other side of the moon card is the scissor in reverse. So the scissor in the upright position would say that it's about cutting something away, letting something go, releasing something. In the reverse position, the energy is more so you have done that. You've released it, you let it go, you've cut it away. However, you may have some feelings. It may have been tough. It may have been tough. And your last card is the arrow. The arrow in the upright position, which is also good, because the arrow in the upright position saying there's something is on point, it's accurate, it's dead center, you got it. So that's a little bit about the individual cards. And now when I look at them as a collective, this is what I receive. So there was something, Cancer, that you let go. And the scissors, that it may have been really tough. You may have had to go like really deep to look at something before you even let it go, you had to go within and really take a good look at it. You had to like run it through, your intuitive self and really see what was what. The butterfly, as I've already alluded to, says that it was a long process, that you just didn't say, okay, I'm out of here, enough is enough at the onset. So sometimes it takes us a while to see that a thing isn't going to work out or it's not for our highest good. And sometimes we see it right off from the beginning, but it takes a long time for us to make the decision to let it go. So that butterfly, the butterfly speaks of that longer process. However, you did make the commitment, you did take the step, or you're in the process of taking the step to communicate your feelings. And it feels like maybe you communicated your feelings a while ago, and maybe things still didn't change, but you did try to communicate, but it still didn't work out for whatever reason. It was a long process. You gave it a fair amount of time, and you let it go, and it kind of hurt your heart, or it was very emotional. It was challenging. However, the arrow, your last card, says that you're on point. It was hard. It is hard. It still may be challenging because, when we make changes, even when they're for the better, we know they're for the best. We know that. It doesn't always make it easy the first day, the first week, the first year, But the arrow says, Cancer, you made the right choice. You're on point. You're on point. So, Cancer, I hope you found that helpful. And hopefully I'll see you next week. Until then, shine bright. Namaste.